What's up guys, Eclipse here, and I'm here in a custom games on Oregon as we are going to be doing a video of what I feel are my top Valkyrie cam setups for each location on bomb. This is for bombs now guys. Each location for bomb.
Secure the bombs.
So my first setup that I like to have only one camera, I think, side. The other two are technically run out. One's definitely a run out, the other is not. But the first camera, guys, we are going to have up here, which will be just looking in small tower, just to see if anyone pushes in from here.
Down to 5 seconds.
The next one is going to be
Bomb location
outside camera.
You will be detected if you remain in this area. Your location has been compromised.
Be up on there. This camera gives you a good view of almost, well, more or less the whole map, including 2 spawn locations. So this can be to see whether they spawn in street or in jungle. Sure thing. I remember what it was called then. Oh, I was going to say construction, but it's over there. But the next Valkyrie camera that I like to have here, this one you can have in a few locations. I mostly, because I used this one last, put it on here just so you can, as well as get the camera inside to look here if anyone pushes for me, but also the windows here, and there is another version I also use for downstairs. So those are my locations for the first location, guys, and I do use these quite often, and this is the objective I personally prefer to play on the most. But let's move on to next.
All friendlies were eliminated. Mission failure.
Sorry as well, I am still using my PC, so I still have this. So I will try and just get it as quick as possible. So the next location is going to be in kitchen, which I have 2 inside for this one. Now, my outside camera, you can throw this at 2 levels. So first off, my first indoor cam, most people either put it in there for this objective or like you did there. I like to put this camera inside this bulb, so then it'll be really sneaky because they won't expect it. So next,
10 seconds left.
I am going to go outside for quite a while with, because I can show you to do this. What's
Op 4 has yet to locate a bomb.
Running out from over there. So you can
detected
throw a
if you remain in this
camera,
area. You have been spotted by hostiles. Fall back.
and I prefer to do a run out. I don't know, break it, so just I prefer doing runouts from here.
If you remain in this zone, you will be detected by hostiles. Your location has been compromised.
Putting up, which will then give you a whole angle of this map, which will help you see if anyone's pushing from the door, and also it'll be good for up in dorms if anyone's pushing into. So, and the last Valkyrie cam is optional in a few different places to cover this wall and this whole room. As when I'm usually playing Valkyrie, I usually reinforce this wall when playing in this objective. A Valk can know from here. So you can either have Valk can there. That is not a Valk can. You can either have a Valk can here, which would be quite different as most people would expect in usual spots. That's why I like to use that one. Or you can just simply have it here right next to where it is. This one I like to have down in the basement when defending, so that you can see more the hatches. Better angle. But you can also have it up here, which is my personal favourite, so that you can see more or less the whole object. Right. So this is the second objective, where we have my personal preference as to how I use my Valkyrie cans. Let's move on to the next one. Yes, I am blowing myself up each time, because stupidly I put the timer up because I was last night, the night before recording this, I was up looking for different Valkyrie cams for each location. So the next one is supply room or laundry. Here I have quite a few different variations of some. You recently just saw them, so as always when objective you will have reinforced, as that's the most likely place they'll push, and most of the time you'll either have that wall reinforced or just go ahead and reinforce other place. But let's go ahead and get the first Valkyrie can. All of them are indoor for this one objective. First one I like to have here is you can barely see now, and as well you can get a whole level down there.
Bomb location secure.
And you can still barely see the camera, and you can see me fully. So the next one, I personally prefer to use this side for this camera, just so then you can see if anyone is actually looking down this hatch, for example. But you can also have this one as shown in the two other locations. But the main two I use is that corner and this corner, this objective. This one is my personal favourite for this one, just because you can see both hatches in view. You can see if anyone just decides to drop down. Next one can be in two locations. I have it up there, or as I like here, to look in this room. I prefer to have it here because when you're an attacker, you wouldn't,
You will be detected if you remain in this
when
area.
you're rushing in, think to just look straight up for a Valkyrie can. If there was any Valkyrie cans, you'd think just, they'd be there. But no, it would be there for me. So, yeah, they are 3 pretty good Valkyrie cans, and ones that I use quite a bit. Now, no, that was the wrong one. Next and final room.
All friendlies were eliminated. Mission failure.
That's pretty close. Right, so the final room is what's it called? Rear stage. I'd barely use go in this objective just because it's like it's pretty much the worst in my opinion, because it's easy to lose on, because the attackers
Secure the area. Keep the bombs protected.
get in and get this. So there is one we can up there who's still. But there's also a camera up here. Probably see, well, have probably seen in Servolver's video.
10 seconds remaining.
But that time I failed.
5 seconds and counting.
You get it up on top, and you can see
Bomb
the whole
locations are secure.
objective. Now, there are two run-out cameras for this one. One of them I'd recommend first, which is that one. You can see the hold back side of the tower and see anyone rappelling up on those windows. You can get that one from two locations, but I think this is the easiest way. So, next one to go all the way around. You can run out for two spots to get this one, and I think it'd be
You will be detected if you
run
remain in
out
this
from
area.
here to get
You
this
have
one.
been spotted by hostiles. Fall back.
But put a Valkyrie cam on here, then you can see anyone who is at the door, and if you're over here and you see someone there, you can just do some run outside there. And the same thing goes for this one outside. Now this one, there is a few different variations of it. You can have it in a few different angles. I think this is the best angle I could have got it, where you can see anywhere that they plant inside the top part, which would be really useful. But anyway, that's it for this first video of Valkyrie cams for Oregon, and we are going to do the next video during these 9 days on Coastline, because Oregon and Coastline are two maps I love to play Valkyrie on, and they are two maps I know quite a lot of Valkyrie cameras on, locations. So, you know, let's give you guys one bonus. It's not a Valkyrie cam, but it's a bonus tip, I guess. For those of you who watched this far, there is a angle that you can get
If you remain in this zone, you will be
into
detected by hostiles.
armory
Your
lockers
location has been compromised.
from here, and it does take some time to get, but once you get it, it is worth it, trust me. Once you get it, if you get it. So we're just going to end this off with this, guys, and I keep getting it, but not actually going for it. There we go. We're going to end video here, guys, as we've got up here some armories and through into dorms. And this gets all the way through to the wall in the connector room, as I call it, all the way to there. But anyway, guys, thank you for watching this first Valkyrie camera location. I hope you guys enjoy them as I do, including these as well as my new series. And if you haven't seen that already, I you go check that out. It's quite good, even though it's got no editing, to be honest. And yes, my mic is bad. I need to get a new one, I know that. But thank you guys for watching. Please enjoy my videos, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe. So I'll see you guys in the next video. Cheers.